Eldamore, a village shrouded in perpetual twilight, veiled by the looming presence of an ancient forest. Twisted branches like skeletal fingers scraped against the sky, casting long dancing shadows that seemed to writhe with a life of their own. The air hung heavy with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves, a musty aroma that whispered of forgotten seasons and secrets buried deep. The villagers, hardened by generations of eerie tales and unexplained occurrences, spoke of the mansion on the hill in hushed tones. It stood as a solitary sentinel, a crumbling testament to a grandeur long faded. Its windows, like vacant eyes, stared out blankly, reflecting the oppressive gloom of the surrounding woods. Few dared to venture near the mansion, their fear rooted in the whispers of strange noises that echoed from within its decaying walls. Whispers of cold draughts that carried the scent of mildew and the faintest hint of decaying flowers. Whispers of laughter, high and thin, that seemed to slither from the shadows. The mansion on the hill, they claimed, was haunted. Elara, a young woman with a thirst for adventure and a heart untouched by fear, arrived in Eldamore on a day when the wind carried the scent of rain and the distant rumble of thunder. Her eyes, the color of a stormy sky, held a spark of curiosity that burned brighter than any fear that the village could offer. From the moment she first laid eyes upon the mansion, silhouetted against the brooding sky, she felt an inexplicable pull towards it. The villagers' warnings, whispered with a mixture of fear and apprehension, did little to deter her. They only served to ignite a fire within her, a burning desire to unravel the mysteries that the mansion held captive. The full moon hung heavy in the sky, casting an ethereal glow upon the overgrown path that led to the mansion. Elara, her heart pounding with a mixture of anticipation and trepidation, pushed aside the rusted iron gates and stepped onto the grounds. The air grew colder, the silence broken only by the sound of her own footsteps crunching on the gravel drive. The mansion loomed before her, its silhouette stark and imposing against the moonlit sky. Shadows danced and flickered in the windows as if beckoning her closer. Elara, her resolve unwavering, pressed onward, each step drawing her deeper into the mansion's embrace. The heavy oak door creaked open as if disturbed from a slumber that spanned centuries. Elara stepped inside, the air thick with the smell of dust and decay. The faint scent of damp earth and decaying flowers clung to the air, a cloying perfume that spoke of long-forgotten memories and whispered secrets. The foyer was shrouded in an eerie silence, broken only by the sound of her own breathing. Moonlight filtered through the grimy windows, casting long, distorted shadows that danced and shifted with the flickering flames of the lantern she carried. As Elara ventured deeper into the mansion, she became aware of a faint sound like whispers carried on the wind. They seemed to emanate from the very walls themselves, weaving their way around her, teasing her with their secrets. She paused, listening intently, her heart pounding in her chest. The whispers grew louder, swirling around her, fragments of conversation, snatches of laughter, and the mournful strains of a long-forgotten melody. They seemed to beckon her forward, urging her to delve deeper into the mansion's shadowy embrace. The grand staircase, once a symbol of the mansion's former glory, now stood as a testament to its decay. The velvet runner was threadbare, the intricate carvings coated in a thick layer of dust. Elara, her hand trailing along the smooth, cold mahogany railing, ascended slowly, each step echoing in the oppressive silence. As she reached the landing, she noticed a portrait hanging on the wall. It depicted a young woman, her eyes dark and piercing, her lips curved into an enigmatic smile. Elara felt a strange connection to the woman in the portrait, as if their destinies were somehow intertwined. The upper floor of the mansion was a labyrinth of darkened hallways and shuttered rooms. Ilara, her lantern casting flickering shadows that danced and swayed with each step, felt a growing sense of unease. The air was heavy, as if weighed down by unseen presences. She paused at the entrance to a room, its door slightly ajar. A chill wind whispered through the opening, carrying with it the scent of damp earth and decaying flowers. Ilara, her curiosity outweighing her apprehension, pushed the door open and stepped inside.